7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, this is your girl Teresa with the Ntheknow Radio Talk Show. And I hope y'all got some wonderful information from my last guest about the teacher appreciation events. So definitely make sure that you go out and support her on those events. Teacherappreciation.org is the website where you can go to. So now I have Josiah, Caleb. We're laughing because I had to get that name correct, you know. I was calling him
Josiah.
What
is Josiah?
It is Josiah. It is Josiah. Josiah. And Josiah has a story for you that I want you to get ready because it's an amazing story. So every time I bring in a guest, I like to see what happened to start them in a direction of being some type of entrepreneur, artist, or something of that nature. So first of all, thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out. And so you have really 3 stories to tell me.
Yes.
One is about you are a singer, how that started. One is about that you are on a challenge with yourself to be able to do something, which is to lose more weight, right? Now, he's going to talk about that because this brother already has lost over 100 and...
It's about 171 pounds.
He said 171 pounds. That's a person, right? He's lost a person. How long did that take you?
It's been about 2.5 years.
Okay, so tell me about that journey, and then we'll dive into your music, okay?
Okay. So the journey with my weight loss, it honestly started...
Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny. It's funny because one of my frat brothers,
Okay, you was talking about frat a minute ago, so which frat is it?
I remember Alpha Phi Alpha.
Alpha Phi Alpha. Okay, they all right.
You're in a sorority?
No, my mother is a Delta and my dad is a Kappa. So
God bless
you already
them.
know.
God bless them.
God bless them.
you know, I love Deltas. I really do.
Yes,
And so I have some good people that's Kappas also.
Okay.
The funny part is we were at a school and he ended up hurting his knee. And I went to the hospital with him. Mind you, I haven't weighed myself in most likely a year. So when you don't do that, you're thinking you're at a certain weight and it's like you're really not. And so when I went to the hospital, I'm like, okay, let me go hop on this machine. I'm really kind of scared because in reality, I don't want to know how much I weigh because I know I've gained some weight. So I got on the machine and I literally thought somebody was on it with me. Like, I was like,
who's standing back here?
I was like, okay, I weigh over 550.
Oh my God.
Yes. Wow. Over 550.
And when was the last time you had weighed yourself?
This was about 2017. Like kind of close to the middle of 2017.
And so the last time that you weighed yourself before...
the last time before I started my journey?
Yeah, before you figured you was 5-something.
Yeah, that was probably 2015. Probably.
Okay, so in 2 years, what was your weight back then? Before
back then, I probably was around maybe 480.
Okay.
You know, around that point. So I thought I was pretty much at least still, you know, kind of in the fours.
Right? You didn't know you had went to another whole. You said I'm in the 50s. I'm 5.
Right.
So when you looked at that scale and you realized nobody was standing on it with you, how did it actually make you feel right then?
It made me feel like I was literally going to be on a TV show soon. You know, I was honestly in my head. I was like, wow, if I keep this up, I'm going to get so big. Somebody's going to have to help me wipe myself. You know,
or if you get that big,
I'm gonna die
from a heart attack.
Yeah,
exactly. All the health issues that come with it. So when did you decide enough is enough? Was that your turning point? Seeing the weight on the scale?
It was that day. That day I was like, no, this can't happen because I've always been a very active person. Right. So I was like, if I keep gaining weight, I'm gonna not be able to be active like I'm usually active, and so that point I was no, this has to change.
Okay. So what were your steps? Did you hire a trainer? Did you do it yourself? What did you do?
I couldn't afford a trainer. I couldn't afford a trainer to be able to consistently keep that trainer. What happened? I first reached out to a good person. He's a member of Omega Psi Phi. Reached out to him, and he did Herbalife.
Okay.
He did Herbalife. In that first week, I talked to him, and I bought the Herbalife, and I was like, I need something to really jumpstart me.
Okay.
I bought Herbalife, and I started taking Herbalife, and it was actually really working, but it was too expensive for me.
Okay.
I couldn't afford to keep buying it, so I was like, okay, I have to get in this by myself. And it was really good because he was really supportive when it came to, hey, good job, and just really supportive. So that really, really helped me to keep pushing, because the mental was the hardest thing to be able to transition like that.
Right. Yeah. It's a big transition, because not only when you're trying, a lot of people say, oh, well, they're going to work out a lot. Well, actually working out is only 20% of you losing weight.
Yes.
80% is what you're putting in your mouth and how often you're putting in your mouth. And so a lot of people don't understand that. That's why you see all these people that work out in the gym and they're killing it in the gym, an hour, 2 hours. And you can see that person probably about 3 months later, and they look just like they looked 3 months before, because they don't change their eating.
Right.
So all they're doing is maintaining what they currently have.
Yes,
right?
And that's why you can see people who say, hey, I want to lose this weight so fast, I want to get a surgery, and it's not the people that have to instantly get one because of health reasons, but people just say, hey, I don't want to go through the journey of working out. They get quick surgeries, and then, a year down the line, they're back.
Yeah, because that's what a plastic, we had a plastic surgeon that we had interviewed like years ago when I was doing Venues to Go. And so one of his thing is, he says, I said, well, you probably don't get repeat business, because once you do a surgery,
right.
He said, no. He said, I average repeat business every 2 years. And I said, why? He says, because especially with tummy tucks and lipo and things of that nature, to get weight off real quick, we can take that fat out of your body. But if you turn around and put it right back, it may not come in that particular area, and it's going to come somewhere else. So then we're taking fat out of the back, or we're taking fat here, or you did the lower stomach, and you got a big muffin top. So if you're going to have surgery, then you still have to change your eating habits, or you're going to be right back in the same boat. And that's expensive.
Yes, it's so true. So when I first started, I had to really get the spiritual part of me together.
Right.
Because before then I was in college, I was doing my thing, and you know how that goes.
Where you in college at?
I graduated from Paul Quinn College.
Okay,
I
cool.
got my bachelor's in business management.
Okay.
And so I had to change the spiritual side of me. I had to tell God, okay, God, I want to submit myself all to you. And he began to change a lot of things in my life. He began to show me, because a lot of people like to pinpoint certain sins, and they don't like to understand that, hey, what you're doing is a sin also. Me overeating and gluttony is a sin to my temple.
Right. Yes, it
and
is.
So God began to show me that, and he showed me you have to change that, because you can't be encouraging or impactful in the ministry when you're sick.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't help anybody, even if you're not in the ministry, even if you're not Christian. To be influential, you need to be healthy. Period.
You need to be healthy
In whatever area that you're in. And so he began to show me that. I began to deal with the spiritual side of me, and I began to have to figure out what it was that was actually making me eat so much, or eat at the wrong times, eat certain sweets, eat certain chips. And I had to deal with that issue. And so once I dealt with that issue, it began to change the relationship that I had with food.
Yes.
And when I got in the gym, I remember the first day I went back in the gym, because remind you, I've always been an active person. But when I went to the gym, it was discouraging that first week, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if you've ever been on a scale, when you're a bigger guy and you get on the treadmill and you're too big to get on, like you're kind of too big to really just be active on the treadmill, it like staggers. And so I'm trying to walk and I'm like this, and I got off the treadmill, I went on this machine. It was like it was actually a weight machine. And I'll never forget it. When I got on that machine, the machine started to like kind of tip over.
Oh my God.
And so in my head, I'm like, is anybody seeing this? And I'm like, this gotta be crazy.
Because now going to the gym can be very, very threatening for a lot of people when they first go into that gym, because you got the ones in there that look good.
Yes.
The guys that are buff and everything, they got all the matching gear on, and you walking in there feeling like, okay, is this a gym or is this a club?
Right.
You know? Okay, I didn't know I need to put no makeup on to come work out, or because that's why a lot of women, I think that's how curves got to be so popular, is that sometimes it's very intimidating to go to a gym to work out. But what I tell people is, stop being about everyone else and start being just about yourself. You don't owe anybody an explanation to how you look, how you feel, or what you do in that gym. When you go in that gym, you buy a membership just like them.
Yes.
You go in there and you work it. And if they looking at you, tell them thank you for encouragement. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you. Yeah, and just do you.
I go in that gym and I see people just, I'm sorry, they get out the gym, I pull up in the parking lot, they're running to their car. I'm like, come on now, really? You just ran in the gym. Do you have to run to your car too? And so I'm like, okay, y'all showing out.
No, he would like me. No, what I do when I come out the gym, because of where the gym is in this big parking lot, and so right when I come out, I just do one lap around the whole parking lot.
I would have been mad at you.
Car. Yeah, you would be like,
look
what
at
you out
this.
there
So now, since I've lost 171 pounds, I've really been trying to really push health, especially in the community I'm from the Highland Hills community.
Okay.
And so I have a public relations, and she's her name is Dr. K. Shout out to Dr. K. She's hooked me up with the National Diabetes Association.
Okay. Are you diabetic?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I've never been. My sister, she died 2018 from issues from diabetes.
Oh.
So now I'm really trying to push awareness on type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, and I mean, type 2 diabetes is kind of really serious too. That's insulin, right?
Yeah.
When they're on insulin. So once you go to insulin, you can come off of insulin through eating proper food, through exercise, eliminating stress, all different kind of things. And so that's one of the things I always talk about, because with insurance, I serve the senior market. So I see so many diabetics, so many people on so many medications, cholesterol, high blood pressure, those kind of things. And then you see them transition from all the medications that they're taking to end-stage renal disease, kidney failure, because their kidneys can't take all of that medication on an ongoing basis, and that's when it starts to break down. So we as individuals, in God's Bible, it tells you in the Bible that you have to treat your body as His temple, not as your own, but as His. And so what we put in our mouth, what we stress about, lack of exercise can affect our temple, and it can affect it in a major way. Once you have diabetes, a lot of times you're going to pay a way higher rate for insurance on different things, life insurance and things of that nature. You got to constantly watch what you put in your mouth and when you put it in your mouth, and eating regular. People don't understand that a lot of times we people that say, I can't lose no weight, I'm not hardly eating anything, I don't see why I'm not losing. Because your body still has to have food every 2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
And if you shut it down, your body says, oh, she's trying to starve me, so I'm gonna store this fat and turn it into carbs and everything. And so you're going against what you're trying to achieve. Yes, it's a big educational thing. I'm a certified trainer, so I know that for sure. But
well, we ain't ready no left around the gym.
No, we can walk. One of my friends used to be over close to 400 pounds, and she wouldn't walk hardly on a track or anything or run. And I said, girl, I got you. I'm going to teach you how to run. Can't nobody teach me how to run. I taught her how to run. And now she's probably about like 170 pounds and everything. But she tells me that testimony, you know, and it came out from the blue. We were with some people, and she said, this girl right here, I love her for life because she taught me how to run. And I was like, what you talking about, girl? She's like, when y'all was in your boot camp, you were nice to me. Everybody else used to talk about me and make fun of me, we all went to Shreveport one time for not Shreveport, what's the New Orleans for the Mardi Gras. She said people were messing with her, and I grabbed her. Y'all better leave my friend alone. Let's go. You know, and the world is cruel. You know, the world is cruel. They want to make fun of if you look this way or that way, or if you're overweight, underweight, anorexic, overweight, or too dark, too light, everybody has something to say about yourself. But always remember, God has the last say so on who you are. Right. So don't matter what nobody else says. Understand who you are in God's world and everything. Yes. Yeah. But tell me how you started singing.
Oh wow! I started singing when I was young. I started singing. I didn't really get to a point where I was being properly trained till I was in the 9th grade and got in the choir.
You think you can teach me? Because it's an ongoing joke. I can't sing, and everybody gets mad at me because when the song comes on, you said I never heard your song, right? And I was singing it already, right? And I do that, and it's like, you don't even know the song, and you can't sing. You need to be. Shh. They do me like this, shh. And I was like, I sang in the choir. People were around me. That's why I could hear it.
Well, they say if you can talk, you can sing.
Okay, let's try.
That's what they say.
Teach me a note right now.
You're saying a note. Teach me a note. Teach me a note. So it's like, teach me a note. Teach me a note. Teach me a note. That's a note.
Teach me a note. Teach me a note. Teach me a note.
Now, as far as the ear training part, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, because my teach me a note wasn't sounding like yours. Not at all.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Say it again.
Teach me a note. Teach me a note. Teach me a note.
Teach me a note. Teach me a note. Teach me a note.
That was pretty
good.
Was
better. That was better. Okay.
You see, so you really can sing. It's just the repetition of anything will cause you to get better.
Okay. So he's gonna train me on how to sing, and I'm gonna train him on how to jog. Oh.
See, I can jog, but to go out the gym after you had a hard workout and run around the gym, I don't think I'm down for that. At least not yet.
It's just okay, if you come off, this is when I do it. If I do cardio last, then I'm not gonna do it. But if I do my cardio first and then I go do weights, so the reason that I do a little jog before I go sit in my car is right when you come up that was weights and you stretched a little bit, but if you loosen up your body even more, then it helps you not be so sore. So you don't have to jog, you could walk a lap and then get in the car.
See, I do that because I'll be sore after I get through doing
and
L-glutamine.
L-glutamine is a substance. It's a powder form. It's the one that I get, but it's L-glutamine. And when you put it in like a smoothie, you're supposed to do a smoothie within 30 minutes of after working out, because then that replenishes your body, right?
Right.
Because you depleted it when you did your workout.
Right.
But if you put the L-glutamine in there and some
BBA.
Branch.
BBA
branch. Amino acids. Yeah. If you put those two in your smoothie, it takes the soreness out. L-glutamine.
L-glutamine.
Yeah, that's the main one.
Okay. Yeah, I need that.
We teaching. Yes, we teaching. Take notes.
Yes.
Okay, so back to the singing. How did that happen? What did God say that made you do your first single?
So my first single was Spiritual Runners.
Okay.
Spiritual Runners, that was my first single. And when I decided to do Spiritual Runners, I was all the time since I was little, I always was like, I don't want to pull up listening to, this Christian,
Right.
like a Christian song like that's slow and stuff like that. Cause we young.
Yeah, old school.
I got friends and partners. I want to, I want to be cool. I want to be cool. I want to pull up,
Get out and
Yeah.
be thumping, and they be like, "Man, that sounds good." And then they start singing, and then they don't even know they're singing a spiritual song until once they start singing and they keep singing, and then it becomes out
Right.
there. And that's what we need. It's a certain one of the churches I go to Covenant Church, but I visited Community One up in Plano.
Mhm.
And so they said that they were for Easter Sunday, they were doing something different. All the adults and the regular folks go to the regular services, but they rented out this one facility, and you only can go if you are 30 and under. 30 and under, 30 to 18.
Okay.
And they said nobody over 30 can go over there. And we were like, why? And they was like, because the music is gonna be totally different. It's gonna be Christian, but it's hip hop Christian. It's this, that. We're gonna
Community One?
Yeah. We're gonna be jumping around doing and everything, and we don't want you seasoned folks to go over there messing with them young folks. You gotta
Right.
reach the young folks
Right.
with the different type of music
Yeah.
and a different type of
That's
format.
real.
They don't want to be judged. They want to walk in their jeans and their t-shirts and stuff like that. We have to reach the community to where they are.
Yeah.
And that, that's why a lot of youngsters are shying away from church, because it's so, they feel like they're under a looking glass, and
man.
everybody is so judgmental there.
Oh, man.
So it's perfect that you did that. In fact, Elliot, let's take a commercial break right now, but let's play his song and leave it where I can hear it out here in the studio, so the audience can hear his song, and he's gonna sing along with it.
Okay.
Which one is this? I Heart Worship or Spiritual Runners?
I worship. That's the one I got.
Okay.
Worship.
I worship.
I Heart Worship?
That's what you sent me.
Yes, that's my
You
new
didn't send me the
single.
other ones?
No, I didn't send you the first single.
But you can send me the first one because we're playing on the air for you.
Okay.
I mean, unless you don't want to play.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want no playtime.
Oh,
right?
look, I do. Look.
So they can roll up too? Okay.
We get these out of the way.
Yes.
He's gonna teach me to sing, guys.
Oh.
That has always, y'all know I talk about that all the time. That is one thing God didn't give me. But maybe he's giving it to me through you. He didn't give me a voice. He gave me a voice that's off tune. Or maybe
Well, you know what? When I was younger, I couldn't just sing. I remember I embarrassed my pastor one day because I was singing. And you know how you start a song off in the wrong key? And I started off in a key that was so high. When I actually got to the high part, I dropped it all the way down. And I never seen such an embarrassing look on her face. It was weird because, I was young, but I guess that's how bad I sounded. And so I was just getting trained in school, So I think if you get trained, you can definitely.
my experience was when I was singing in the choir. They wanted everyone in the choir to try out for a lead song. And I was like, no. And they was like, no, everyone has to. I said, I don't want to. I'm good in between them.
Right.
And they was like, Teresa, just go ahead. I said, okay. Boy, I stood up there, I was all ready. I said, spoken. I sang, and the look on everybody's face, and then he said, okay, you can go ahead and sit down. So at that point, never did I try to sing again. But maybe if somebody had taught me, if I had went to school,
You would have killed it.
I would have, yes, because God would have let me. So I have to stop saying God did not give me a voice.
Man.
I have to start saying that I never did anything with the voice to see if it was going to be one of my talents.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too late.
It's not. It's not too late.
Okay, let's try it.
'Cause
Give
you
me
got-
a note before you. Is your song on?
This is.
Okay, start singing.
Gave your life. Why did you do it? You keep on loving me. Why did you do it? So teach me how to love. You give me direction. You show me that nothing is impossible. When darkness is around me, you provide the light. Glory to the Lamb who was slain for us. That's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. Yeah, that's why I love to worship. That's my favorite part. So who the Son sets free is free indeed. Who the Son sets free. That's why I love to worship. I wanna dwell in your secret place, where your shadow covers me. Now where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Don't take your presence away from me. So teach me how to love. You give me direction. You show me that nothing is impossible. When darkness is around me, you provide the light. Glory to the Lamb who was slain for us. That's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. Yeah, that's why I love to worship. Here we go. Say who the Son sets free is free indeed. Who the Son sets free. That's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. To worship, yeah. That's why I love to worship. Here we go. Holy Spirit, fall on me. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. Holy Spirit, fall on me. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. Here we go. Holy Spirit, fall on me. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. Holy Spirit, fall on me. Who the Son sets free. Here we go. That's why I love to worship. Ooh, that's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. That's why I love to worship. Last time, here we go. Say who the Son sets free is free indeed. Who the Son sets free. That's why I love to worship. Oh, you hear me? She killing over here.
See, here we go. She come on, let him keep going. All right. I just love that song. I have heard that song. I have to have heard that song because I know it too well, right? I don't know, but I'm going to be playing that. So you roll up on, have your car open at the gas station. That's why I love to worship. Yeah. Elliot, did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't.
Was that my voice?
No, not at all. We got some feedback.
We got some feedback
Yeah.
here. Oh my God. I wish you had brought the other song. I want to hear that too.
Yes, it's on. I don't know if it can be downloaded through any download site. I can email it to you.
Yeah, email it right now. You can play it. Oh no, we're getting ready to go. Oh, you should have told me. We have 2 more minutes, y'all.
2 minutes.
So tell them where they can get your website, where they can go
Okay.
to get your information, where they can buy your CDs. If you got anything else going on, do you have a page to help motivate you for your weight loss, to us to cheer you on to keep going?
Yes. Okay. So real quick. So you can download my music on any major download website, from iTunes, Pandora, anywhere. YouTube, Google Play if you have Android. My website, you can go to my website. It's www.josiahcaleb.org, and you can be able to go to my Defeat Obesity tab that will tell you about my weight loss journey. Also, with my social media, it can be Facebook, Josiah Caleb on Facebook, which is JOSIAHCALEB. Instagram, I have 2 pages, which my first page is Josiah_Caleb, and my second page is my weight loss journey page, which is Josiah_Fit to Live. And within that page, there's a link that goes straight to the National Diabetes Association.
Okay, good.
And they can be able to donate. I have a 290-pound overall goal, and they could send $2.90 and donate, and it all goes to those to the National Diabetes Association to help people that are dealing with diabetes.
Okay, so I just want to thank him. He brought me something, y'all.
Yes.
I like, yes.
Presents. We got the official I Heart Worship shirt.
Yes, I
Yes.
worship. I'm a worship. Yes.
And then we got another shirt, which is Nike inspired, called Worship.
Oh, I like this one.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that was. I'm gonna wear this right before when I leave. I'm wearing this. How did you get them to let you? Oh, okay. 'Cause you
Look
got
with the cross.
on it.
Oh,
I
you know.
like that.
Mhm.
Y'all, this is what's up. All right, so we have to wrap up. I just want to say thank you for tuning in to Y99FM, Balk Springs, KBYS, and this is your girl Teresa with the Ntheknow Radio Talk Show. Peace out. Have a wonderful Friday. Woo. Oh, good. You know, I got ready to ask you to bring this.
Well, I put it in there, so we're gonna run into each other
Uh-huh.
somewhere.
Oh, I love that song.
That was a nice song.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go put some more money in the meter.
I know I'm getting ready to go right now because I only had 2 hours.
Mine is up at
Mine is
2:30,
up. Mine is up now.
but I'll be on.
Email me the song. Or not the song. Beat through drops.
Give him,
Yeah, the drops.
give Elliot,
Yeah.
email Elliot your other song so
Okay.
we start playing it for him.
Have you dated outside of your race?
Yeah, so add that in my rotation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's a great song, man. For real.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
most definitely.
I was singing. I hit one note with you though, didn't I?
You did.
One note
You
I hit
was
with
doing
you.
good.
Bam!